Crypto investors are closely watching the Ethereum market as the price is poised for a rally. Potentially, it could be triggered by a drift in the dollar and rates. Analysts believe that if Ethereum follows suit to Bitcoin's current performance, it could lead to another round of fireworks. This article suggests that Ethereum is in a good position for a rally in the market. Analysts are speculating that the increase in price could be due to a drift in the dollar and rates. Technical analyst Jake Vujicic believes that the Bitcoin price is attempting to find a solid support level after forming an anchored volume-weighted average price pinch on the daily chart. Ethereum's price has been following a similar pattern to Bitcoin's over the past few days and is currently trading at a similar level. This article highlights the potential for Ethereum to experience a rally in the near future, which could lead to an increase in its value. Ripple's senior advisor for CBDC and global partnerships, Anthony Welfare, has revealed the company's state cryptocurrency projects. These projects are currently in an advanced stage with Bhutan and Palau. Private versions of XRP Ledger are being used to work on these projects, and could be linked to the main one in order to make them cross-border. However, according to Matt Hamilton, former director of developer relations at Ripple, only one XRP exists on the main chain. Private XRP could either exist in a completely isolated system or be counterbalanced by market elements. This article provides insight into Ripple's state cryptocurrency projects, such as those being developed with Bhutan and Palau. Anthony Welfare, Ripple's senior advisor for CBDC and global partnerships, has revealed that private versions of XRP Ledger are being used to work on these projects. Matt Hamilton, the former director of developer relations at Ripple, has further clarified that private XRP could either exist in a completely isolated system or its price would be counterbalanced by market elements. This article provides insight into the potential applications of Ripple's projects and how they could be used to facilitate cross-border transactions. Bitcoin started a new week with a period of consolidation, with traders debating potential catalysts that could result in a price change. Despite a 5% dip last week, Bitcoin's network fundamentals remain strong with miners ready for new all-time highs in difficulty. Bitcoin's price action has been described as boring, however, macroeconomic data and exchange setups could provide direction in the coming days. Market sentiment has begun to shed its bullishness, with traders being more of a mixed bag when it comes to shorting or longing the markets. This article details the current state of Bitcoin price action, network fundamentals, and market sentiment, with the conclusion that the lack of volatility is creating a mixed bag of trader sentiment. While anything can happen in Bitcoin, the market remains eerily quiet as of this week, but with potential catalysts such as macroeconomic data, exchange setups, and mining difficulty all at play, the direction of BTC price could be determined in the coming days. Into the Block has revealed that Lido Finance currently holds the most ETH and liquid staking derivatives, accounting for 33% of all staked ETH. Coinbase and Rocket Pool come in second and third respectively, while Frax Finance and StakeWise trail behind with smaller shares. Binance is also offering a promotion for users to stake ETH 2.0 with a prize pool of $15,000 in BETH token vouchers. This article provides a comprehensive overview of the Ethereum liquid staking derivatives market. It highlights the key players in the market such as Lido Finance, Coinbase, Rocket Pool, Frax Finance, and StakeWise. Additionally, it provides information on Binance's new ETH 2.0 staking promotion. The SEC has accused Ripple Labs Incorporated of raising over $1.3 billion through an unregistered digital asset securities offering. Additionally, 2 of its executives are also accused. Ripple has put up a strong defense in response to the charges. A poll of the crypto community showed 94.7% voted in favor of Ripple's defense being stronger. The judge's decision is now awaited. This article reflects the ongoing Ripple SEC lawsuit and the current opinion of the crypto community regarding the strength of Ripple's defense versus SEC's charges and allegations. Despite the opinion of the crypto community, both sides have presented compelling arguments and it is now up to the judge to make the final decision. A technical pattern known as the death cross has formed on Bitcoin's weekly price chart for the first time. This creates a bearish indicator that suggests the short-term price pullback could become a more sustained downtrend. Analysts are divided on the implications, with some seeing it as a valid forward-looking indicator and others viewing it as unreliable. Regardless, the death cross has been historically unreliable in traditional markets. On average, it yields gains of 46% within 200 days and average losses of -11%. This article provides an interesting analysis of a technical pattern that has appeared on Bitcoin's weekly price chart for the first time, the death cross. While some analysts see the death cross as a bearish indicator suggesting a more sustained downtrend, others argue that it is a lagging indicator and thus unreliable as a standalone indicator. The article also considers the current situation, such as the crisis at crypto-friendly Silvergate Bank and rising interest rate expectations, and how these factors could influence the price of Bitcoin. Ultimately, the article shows that there is a debate over the significance of the death cross and what it could mean for the future of cryptocurrency. The IMF raised the question of whether or not Bitcoin should be declared an official national currency. The Central African Republic and El Salvador are the only countries to have done so. The IMF released a paper which proposed 9 policy actions for its 190 member countries to adopt. The first policy action was that these countries should not elevate crypto to legal tender. The paper argued that adopting crypto as legal tender could expose government revenues to foreign exchange rate risk. It also argued that it could affect a government's social policy objectives. Questions remain about the suitability of crypto as an official national currency due to Bitcoin's well-documented volatility and other factors. Despite this, Bitcoin can still serve a positive role by pushing central banks to think again about their monetary policies. This article presents a thorough discussion of the arguments surrounding the use of Bitcoin as legal tender. It presents the arguments of both proponents and opponents, including the IMF's stance that elevating crypto to legal tender could expose government revenues to foreign exchange rate risk and could have negative implications for social policy objectives. The article also explores the potential of Bitcoin to be used in remittances, and the potential of it becoming a stable asset like gold. While the IMF does not believe Bitcoin is suitable for legal tender, it does discuss the possibility of it playing a useful social or economic role globally. It is clear from the article that there are both pros and cons associated with the use of Bitcoin as legal tender, and more research may be required to understand its potential implications.